Let me get this straight. You blew up a building.
2 CIs and the CEO of 22andU.
2 competing federal agencies with the same mission.
I don't understand why those Fed a-holes are so darn mean.
To protect the public from the scourge of dangerous misinformation.
You know those bum idiots. This is all them. We had a solid case.
The word entrapment, not even in their vocabulary.
The explosives we provided were fake.
Sworn to a duty to always tell the truth.
We have no indication at this time that this was a deliberate act.
We're all being transferred.
To where?
The only place currently with openings. Alaska.
Good morning.
Welcome to the office, huh?
And we got the retro feel. You know, the funny about federal buildings, they're all different, but they're still somehow all the same.
Oh, good morning, Agent Walker. At the coffee station. We actually drew straws before he got here, and I won, so we get to work together.
Let's get started. Let's see if we can't stir something up.
Let's give it a minute. I like to warm up my truth muscles, a little coffee beforehand.
Well, what do you want to do first?
What do we have for a surveillance van?
Oh, wow. I got a Ford Explorer. We don't have a surveillance van.
Do you put many cases here?
Cases?
Yeah, cases. We're the tip of the spear when it comes to protecting American democracy.
You really believe this? You really believe that people posting crap online is going to cause our country to crumble?
I think the work that we do is important.
We don't have a surveillance van.
Me and some people got one. We've never needed one.
We need a surveillance van. We need a big case or a CI who can lead us to a big case.
What do you need the van for?
Surveillance.
CIs, or confidential informants, are the lifeblood of any good law enforcement agency. Public posts on social media are one of the best ways to find CIs. Agents would never use coercion or take things out of context to try and persuade someone to become a confidential informant.
New Taylor Swift single is absolute fire. I'm just seeing a lot of incendiary and violent language here.
Agents always need to be on their toes and ready to make snap decisions.
Is there anything I can do for you guys? Actually, David, there is something you can do for us.
Chicken nuggies.
Chicken nuggies.
What?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. McDonald's cheeseburger.
Burger King.
Burger King cheeseburger.
Flame broiled.
And chicken nugget.
Oh, baby, know you're gonna like it. I wanna be your beaver pilot. Said, honey, know you're gonna like it. I wanna be.
Awesome, right?
Is this a loner?
This thing's totally legit.
What is this? It's got windows!
Hit the button. Now.
Hello, everyone.
Good
Hello.
evening. All right.
I still don't hear myself. It's on mute.
What is going on here?
Mess it up.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello, it's good to be here.
Hello? Hello?
You don't need to hear yourself, Benjamin. You hear us. Hey, everybody say hi to Benjamin. We have a Benji tonight. Jody is doing other stuff. So
A special guest panelist.
yeah. We have a Benjamin. Actually, I can turn it up a little bit here. Let me just adjust some settings here.
Hello?
And give me one more second to do another little setting. Yes. Special guest panelist Benjamin.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, that's why everything's all messed up here. Logitech decided to just shut down. Of course. What? What are you talking about?
After he.
You not hear it? Oh, my goodness.
I'm afraid I don't hear myself.
You don't need to hear yourself. You hear us.
Yeah, I only hear Rob.
You don't hear me? There you go. You're good. Yes. You're sitting right next to me.
No, like on the microphone.
Yeah, you're good. Sounds
there
like
you
good.
Now you can hear yourself. How's that?
Hello.
Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. I got it. Man, we are just a mess tonight. It is an absolute mess around here.
And after such a good week.
I know, right? Like I got a whole bunch of stuff done this weekend as far as Logitech G Hub no longer exists on my computer. So all of our settings for the microphones are just gone. They have just disappeared. Isn't that lovely? Don't you just love technology? I do. Michael, you had the same thing when you got a new little thingy. You got something that can burn the house down, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Burning down the house.
Yep.
Which one? What's the item? I don't want to die.
Well, that's why I keep it here at the store, just because it's much better to burn this down than
won't burn the house down.
Yeah, so I have a new rabbit hole to climb down. I've got myself a laser engraver. And I figured it's probably a good idea to keep it here at the store because at the house I have cats.
Oh, it's a laser.
And they have a thing with laser. Yeah.
It's a laser engraver?
Yes, sir.
I don't know why I thought it was something else.
Yeah.
I was thinking, you said it had fire, so I was thinking it like burned. It actually.
Well, if you leave it burnt, if you leave it laser engraving wood.
Well, cut your finger. Can you cut your finger off with it?
Yeah, there's a rule. There's instructions in there about not to put anything living underneath the laser.
Cats,
like cat paws or stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, or Benjamin's finger.
Is that where I've been looking for that? Is that where that's been?
Oh, that's the heart.
It's the heart.
I have a heart. I have a heart. I have a heart.
Yeah, it only works on Valentine's Day.
I have a heart. I have a heart. I have a heart.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Or like I have a F word.
Was this back here for? Did I just forget?
I think it's been back here since like 2 weeks, probably. Was that yours, or was that the one you gave to Jody? Because you had made another one for yourself.
Yeah, and I haven't seen that the one I covered, the one I painted.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that since either.
I think Jody took it and she put it in a special place so she would remember it forever.
Yeah,
that's. I'm going with that. I'm going with that.
All right, sure. Well, here you go, Ben. You play with the heart. I have a Ticonderoga.
Ah.
And I have the coolest backdrop.
No, I do.
All right, you do. Sure.
No, Rob does. He has Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but that's like a fill-in for right now.
Dad?
Pardon?
In front of your microphone. I want to know.
Oh. It's a Ticonderoga class cruiser.
There, it looked like a random star.
Well, funny thing that the Death Star model for the movies was actually constructed out of a bunch of battleship model parts.
Really?
Yeah, the prop guys, when they basically for the trench run, they just got just like a bunch of dollar store simple plastic models and just started gluing them together randomly just to make the lumpy sort of machine made kind of
got you. Yeah,
surface like you would have, and it was just a bunch of plastic models from battleships and whatnot.
Oh, did they ever explain why they needed a trench on the Death Star? Like why they had to have that alleyway that went through it? Like why?
And it leads directly to this exhaust port. Now I haven't known.
Wonder why they needed the trench on the. That just so happened to be very similar to Beggar's Canyon back home.
Right. And you also notice that they were on the metric system.
Really?
Yeah, because the exhaust shaft was 2 meters wide.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
And apparently they use it with metric system on Tatooine because the Was it the Womp Rats aren't much bigger than 2 meters?
Right. They're not much bigger than 2 meters. So, and yeah, I mean, I guess if you're in space, you would use the metric
Count to
system.
10. You know, that's the whole point of the metric system. You got 10 fingers. Well, Luke has
Count
5
to
now.
10, yes. Yeah, exactly. So, that never thought of that.
The shape of the Falcon was explained, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, given that it's the freighter and you have basically the fork prongs in the front.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
so they grab the cargo barge, what have you, and as
Mm-hmm.
it's flying through space, you have the cockpit on one side and the sensor dish on the other. Because when you got your cargo, and plus you have the ship right there, it can't really look to that side.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the sensor dish is for, is to tell you what's on that side.
So it's
Because
like
the
a
pilot in the
barge.
cockpit can see the other side.
So the freighter could like push like containers or whatever.
Right.
Like a tugboat.
And the front forks, work like a mandible holding on the containers as it pushes them through space. Instead of, say, like the Nostromo from Alien was towing its cargo.
I got you.
Yeah. And this is all fiction, so it's not even real.
It could be.
It could be. I
didn't show you. So let me see if I can pull it up actually, because I think you'll like this. Can't hear. You got to talk into the mic.
You have to mumble into the microphone, please.
Yes.
Wait, Rob, what are you looking at? It does not look good. It actually looks really. Oh gosh.
What? No idea what you're saying.
I don't know what you're looking at, but it doesn't look good.
What?
He doesn't know what you're looking at, but he says it doesn't look good.
Looks inappropriate.
I'm looking at my screen. I see a big blown up picture of your dad.
No, not that. The social media picture's over there.
Thank you. We will.
Yeah, done. Are you seeing like the reflection in this thing? Okay, it's YouTube. YouTube is inappropriate. Is that what you're saying?
A lot of content on YouTube's inappropriate.
For you, maybe.
Yeah, but
not for me.
Yeah, but I'm a kid. I'm a minor. I'm 13. 13.
And this is the kid that loves horror movies. He's going to talk to us about inappropriate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by inappropriate? The actual content. You know what? Let's forget about that.
Yes, I think we shall. Okay, so this was last night's stream. Share it with you. And all I want to share with you my opening. Remember I said that I got the press conference scene done, right? Or the opening scene. So I got the opening scene done. And I hadn't uploaded this version yet. So this is the opening to the scene here. And I know it's hard to see, but adjustments, I need to make sure nothing's so I still got a lot of work to do up there a little bit. Adobe Premiere. So here we go. So there we go. Can you see that?
I see it.
Can you read it or no?
Not at all.
If you click on the arrow, the two arrows, it'll blow it up to full screen.
Yeah, I did that.
You might be able to see it. Still can't see it?
Well, my eyes have gotten old recently. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Oh, there we go.
That square button, please.
Is that better?
A year ago.
Yeah, it's better.
A year ago or so in a place not far away.
Gotcha. Yes.
Yep. So my homage.
That really blurry, or my eyes that bad?
No, it's because this is a 48-inch screen.
Gotcha. Okay.
I am basically displaying a 4-foot long screen on one thing, and then you're looking at it in a little window. You're not even seeing the full thing.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't really see it. But
my eyes have still gone to crap.
That is true.
Movie
yes,
time.
Exactly. So yeah, that was my opening. This will be a little better. Let's see. Or I'm at the same spot. Okay. But anyway, that was my opening for that
You
scene.
have a 40-inch monitor at home?
Yeah. 48.
We are not the same.
It's 48. It's 4 foot wide.
For the computer. Not the TV, the computer. Yeah.
No, for the computer. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not, dude.
No,
You
the
have
TV is 80 inches. Yeah.
You have no idea the depths of my issue with monitors. You have some idea looking just here.
You saw Matrix and Tank's workstation and got jealous, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm a kid. I can't watch that movie.
You can watch The Matrix.
You can watch The
No,
Matrix.
I can't. It's rated R.
You know, Benjamin, you know how many rated R? So, you know how many rated R movies I'd seen by the time I was your age?
Let me guess.
My mom
102.
is on this in this broadcast, and she can tell you it's probably like 185.
I was going to say 102.
Say it was probably more than that.
I was close with the hundreds, but definitely not close with them. Oh, give me
I would
a
say
half.
180
Give me a
some
half.
R-rated movies by the time I was your age.
I snuck one or two in when I was younger myself.
Yeah, want to tell them the story you saw when you saw Alien?
It's been told.
Tell it again, or else, all else. Yeah.
What?
Okay, so we all know James Cameron's Alien.
Yes.
Tom Skerritt's character Dallas.
Okay.
When they're the aliens already burst through Kane and he's gone loose on the ship and he's just going around killing the crew one by one.
Right.
And they're trying to find him with the crude weapons they devised. And they actually have a tracker on it somehow. And they're able to track the alien as Dallas is going through the ship compartment by compartment, clearing it. And he's in what appears to be like some sort of ladder well as he's just climbing down. And he's just telling him, okay, I'm like in compartment 7, and he energizes the light. Alien's not there. All right, I'm moving down to compartment. And then there's, I forgot her name. The other female, not Sigourney Weaver, but the other female who had a really intense death scene. But as Dallas is climbing down again, okay, this next compartment, and as soon as he turns on the light, the alien's right there. So you don't actually get to see it attack him. I mean, all the gore was actually off screen in the movie.
Okay.
Or the majority of it was.
Right.
But
Right.
as soon as he turns on the light, it's just a big jump scare.
Yeah.
Well, when I was like I'm probably younger than this kid, at 2 a.m. or so, when mom and dad were asleep, not knowing I was watching a movie like that on HBO,
Yes.
and I just jump up and scream.
Oh.
Therefore, waking up mom and dad, who then
Oh my
learned I
gosh.
was up watching rated R movies I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's some domestic violence laws that prevent what happened to me then. Now, so
Oh, maybe.
yeah, I would say assault. By the legal definition of the word, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, what happened? Actually, I never heard this story part.
Well,
got what?
yeah, that's one. That's one.
whooped.
That's one version.
Yes.
Over here.
Like Robbie's band name?
Like Robbie's band name, yes.
With prejudice, I'll point out.
Oh, you so
With extreme prejudice, yes.
You got your ass beat.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
said no swearing around me, even if that's not a little bad word.
Plug your ears.
Yeah.
I have headphones on. How am
You and
gonna do that?
you and I have obviously read the First Amendment differently.
Okay,
Yes.
well, can I explain
you
what I
don't get
wanted?
you don't get to call the shots.
Dad, I actually didn't really want, I was kind of just joking when I wanted you to say it, but then realized, oh no, wait, we had some new viewers. They don't know the story. They should know the story. If you have like
Okay.
new people on.
Okay.
Assuming we don't.
Okay.
But
Well, it's a good
we
thing
gotta-
yeah, that's funny.
We got to do it even if we edit.
I don't
several
remember
times.
that I heard this, so
Yeah, no, it was
Good
that was a memorable moment in the life of Mikey.
oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Same thing
I
happened
still
to
like
me.
the movie,
Yeah, yeah.
Same
despite the
thing
trouble it's
happened.
caused.
Yeah. No, that was I mean, so yeah, those jump scare things in some of those movies are just,
I forgot her name, but the other female cast member, her death scene, she sold that so well. When I watch that scene, you honestly think that woman's heart's about to stop.
Right. Yeah.
She sold that fear so darn well as the alien just creeping up to get her. She can't do anything but stand there and be afraid of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Kind of like in the Blair Witch Project, which so the only bit of good acting was the one night where she's got the camera on her lap and she's just talking into it. I really got the sense that woman's afraid of something around her right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no, exactly.
That was the only bit of good acting in that movie. But
Okay, Dad,
yes,
the other good acting with the scene. Actually,
got to talk right into the
where
mic.
the other good acting in the film, and what I've heard, and this is totally not my opinion, it's totally what I've heard, is the scene where they meet the Blair Witch Project, which was apparently really scary. It's like a famous internet meme.
The aliens met the Blair Witch Project?
No, the Blair Witch Project scene.
Oh.
At the end of the movie where they all die due to the Blair Witch.
we don't actually see that they die. I just see the one guy lined up against the wall like they said was going to happen, and then the camera goes dead. It's like, and then who the heck edited all this?
The Blair Witch.
Yeah, Blair Witch is into film editing, I'm sure.
They wanted people to know what it was.
That's what rumors are for.
Yeah, exactly.
But new people.
Like the Candyman edited the Candyman movie.
Yeah. You know how much that dude got paid?
Candyman?
The actor? Yeah. He got paid like $1,000 a bee sting. And he was stung a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I mean, he wasn't a beekeeper. He was an actor.
Yeah, that's how I know the Candyman died.
He got stung a lot, but got paid for each needle they pulled out of him.
Really?
Yeah.
In that movie? I didn't even.
Or making of that movie.
Dude, I don't really watch horror movies. I'm not.
I don't anymore.
Movies, so I didn't even know there were bees in the Candyman movie.
Yeah, that's how I know the Candyman died.
Bees are a key element of the Candyman's lore. Oh, shit. I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
if you look up further about how much that guy got paid per sting, it's like, hell, I'll go act that out.
Heck yeah.
Although my last bee sting, I learned about something called a delayed reaction.
Right.
I was doing yard work on a property on Hillside, and just this this actually was a bee. This is hornet or wasp, but got this big old Death Star looking nest hanging from this tree as I'm sitting there with the weed eater just taking stuff down around it. And I noticed them all swarming, but for whatever reason, I really ticked off one, and I saw this sucker making a beeline right for me. Oh, yeah, that guy. And then it got me right on the hand, which hurt, then, but not so bad. I'm able to finish. I actually got had some spray, just took care of that nest. That's not going to cause any more problems. I love how those sprays can go 30 feet now.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly.
But it was the very next day. My arm had just ballooned to immovable.
Oh, so that was the delayed
reaction, yeah.
Delayed reaction to the bee.
And and that was definitely a look up, and turns out that's a thing.
Wow. I know my mother-in-law is very allergic to bees.
Yeah. My dad was allergic, but it wasn't an allergy thing. It's just you get stung, and I guess you had tough way through it and go to bed for the night, and then it decides to go active or something.
$27,000.
Yeah. That's in addition to his compensation for acting.
That is what Tony Todd negotiated.
I'll be right. I'm going to look up something real quick.
Yes, Candyman actor Tony Todd negotiated a deal to receive $1,000 for each bee sting he endured during filming, totaling 27 stings in the iconic scene where bees emerge from his mouth. Oh, God, he got stung in the mouth? Ow.
27 times.
Ow.
And then still had speaking roles.
He got stung 27 times during the filming of that scene, earning an additional $27,000 on top of his regular salary. Wow. That's some dedication right there. That's that's going above and beyond.
Imagine rehearsals.
No, you'd have to use. They'd probably use like little.
You couldn't CGI those bees in there.
Bees. What year was this? Like 92 or
I don't know. I was still in high school, so
yeah, 92 horror film Candyman.
Yeah,
was not very good CGI then.
Yeah,
like we talked about earlier, it was a little bit boxy.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in the 90s, one of my roommates was going on about VR and all the, headway they're making in that and whatnot. And it's like, I've seen the Lawnmower Man, dude. I'm not that excited about VR as you are. Yeah.
No, exactly.
Yeah. 30 years later. Yeah, it looks better.
So here's an interesting thing. I said, what, Benji, you got something?
I'll let you finish in about movie history and how people were paid for crazy scenes. I have something about that.
Well, you tell us. Go right ahead.
Okay. I want you to say what you said first because I have it on my screen right here, and I don't want you forgetting.
Okay,
that's do you think you can remember?
So you go ahead. See down there on the bottom where it says where it says share.
Oh yeah.
So click share, and then go up to where it says screen. Click screen.
It says share in 180p. Is that what I click?
At 80p.
No.
Oh.
So you need to click not the arrow next to it, but click where it says share. Click the circle.
I clicked it.
Okay, you click the arrow next to it. I need you to click away from that. Get rid of that menu. Then click the circle where it says share, right above where it says share. And it should say screen. Yep. And then is it on Chrome? Is it one of the Chrome
Google.
tabs?
Hold on, choose what Chrome tab.
This one.
Yep, and then hit share.
Okay, judging by the Candyman was paid for bee stings, here's that wasn't the biggest amount.
Okay.
The biggest amount someone paid for a movie was $100 million for Tom Cruise and earning it the amount of money for Top Gun Maverick and Bruce Willis for The Sixth Sense.
$100 million?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's interesting. That's not really the same we were talking about.
Oh, there's even more actually. So is it okay if I say them all real quick?
Sure.
Okay, Bruce Willis earned $100 million for The Sixth Sense through a combination of upfront payment and share of the box office profits.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to do Tom Cruise. That was because the movie did good and stuff. That's probably why. I'm not gonna read it. Bruce Willis. Will Smith earned $100 million for Men in Black 3.
So it took all the way to 3 for him to earn $100 million.
Yeah.
It was 3 that good?
I thought it was.
I didn't think so.
I thought, the first one obviously was great. Second one was good. I think 3 was a little.
I don't really, like it when history's already happened and they're going back and then they're doing something that's totally over the top that would clearly be in the history books had it happened. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like, I don't care if you're making fiction about present day or in the future, but history's already happened. We think we need to keep to history.
Yeah.
Just my preference. Say I didn't like the X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah,
the Cuban Missile Crisis scene. It's like, no, we never actually fired any shots or missiles at Russian ships then.
Right.
That's actually in the books,
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, wait a minute, you can't just make this. I don't know. Once you start playing with the timeline and all that, it's crazy. Okay, go ahead, Benji. Finish off.
Robert Downey Jr. earned between $50 million and $100 million for each appearance in each appearances in the Marvel Studios Avengers movie, including his upfront pay and back end points.
Wow.
And Keanu Reeves earned this is the biggest one of $156 million for The Matrix.
Wow.
for just the first movie.
I'm pretty sure that was points. I'm pretty sure that was not up front. I'm pretty sure most of
How do I stop sharing?
So go down to share again and then click it and then hit end screen share. Got it?
I press screen. How do you? Oh, there we go.
Yes.
You're still sharing.
I pressed it. There
you go.
All right, I'll be right back. I have to go pee.
Okay. I would think that I gotta pay. How much money did Tom Hanks make for
Big?
Yeah, no, the other one where he says I gotta pay.
Oh yeah, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, yeah. I'll find out for you.
The stuff this kid knows.
Oh my goodness.
We were talking about last night this mixtape that he was telling you about.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what you ought to do? And I just mentioned the song name because I couldn't remember the band name. And he knew the band name. And I'm like, how in the world do you know this? You were 13, child.
Gosh.
And the song I was talking about was Runaway Train. And I couldn't remember the band name Soul Asylum.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Did you see
How does he know?
Cat's thing response.
Yeah. How does he know Soul Asylum?
Oh, so tell him when we talk about movies with Benjamin, he has this knack for not only knowing these movies,
having never seen them.
He'll tell you what studio created them.
Oh, yeah.
He'll tell you what studio they come from.
Yeah.
Like
and even
like I don't even know this.
Even studios that have been sold and have folded into other studios now.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that was a Miramax production.
That was New Line Cinema, Castle Rock Entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's Paramount.
So Tom Hanks made wait till Ben comes back, then we'll talk. I'll show it.
Yeah.
Oh my good grief. That's crazy. Yeah. Now we're waiting on.
Yeah, it's like it's important to him. I try to tell him how it's not that important whether we're Miramax or.
Yep. So moving on from movies until Benjamin gets back.
Well, we got a spare 2 minutes. There's a new video out.
Of what?
Mine.
Oh,
Carmine.
Oh yeah, we can watch that here in a minute. But have you seen this story where this chick hit this other chick, this high school runner?
I kind of half read the headline on this. I didn't get to watch it yet.
Okay, so this person on the right is finally getting actually charged for assault.
Oh, she struck her that hard with the baton.
Oh, she like fractured her skull.
Oh my gosh.
But then she claimed now after they charged her, she had a rally where she's saying that it was an accident. I didn't do this on purpose. And she also did a TV interview where she did not apologize. She said it's completely an accident, and for people to call her out for it are not appreciating her mental. It's like, okay, so
let's go to the tape.
Let's watch this. You see that? Let me blow it up here and see if I can blow it up anymore.
I thought I saw that arm in the air, yeah.
I mean, that is a whack to the head.
With an aluminum baton.
Yes.
We stand with you. That's why we're here. We stand with you.
We stand with you.
Thank y'all for supporting me.
She said their feet got tangled up and she stumbled and she hit that girl in the head with a baton.
And I don't even see feet getting tangled.
No.
Because nobody else wanted to hear
Oh
my
yeah,
story,
that's a
so
haymaker.
people that know me
And people that know I would never do anything like that. I would never harm anybody.
Okay, there you go. Right there. There's
He almost did like 2 strikes.
Yeah, watch.
I would never harm anybody. I'm not a fighter. I'm not even confrontational. I wouldn't even do that on purpose. And I thank y'all for believing in me. And I love y'all.
Al Franken. You remember Al Franken?
Yeah, good God. People don't tell people
Okay.
putting
But Al
microphones in.
Franken was on Saturday Night Live. Remember when he was on Saturday Night Live? He was actually a very good writer for Saturday Night Live. And I remember it was like probably like 79 or 80, right? Going into 1980. He's talking about how the 80s should be the me decade, right? Like everything is about me. And he made this funny thing on like the, they do the news every Saturday. And he said the 80s should be the me decade. And he's talking about himself, Al Franken, but he's basically saying that, the 80s should be just the greedy generation or decade or whatever. But we have crossed the Rubicon where it's not just about, it's just, if you can get up and say, this was completely an accident, I would never do anything like this, not apologize and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, it was an accident. You no apologies whatsoever, just pointing and blaming other people.
I wouldn't even do that
right?
on purpose. And I thank y'all for believing in me. And I love y'all.
And being applauded for your bravery.
When everyone else should have seen this too.
She's being applauded.
Yeah. What she's not doing is earning a scholarship.
I mean, what in the world? And I want you to see this interview. I want you to see this. Here's a portion of it. Let's watch this portion.
Feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? They're going off of one angle. Feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right?
Yeah, your mental's unhinged.
This person has a fractured skull
from an aluminum baton, which I'm going to just go ahead and assume some malice. Yeah, accident does not apply. Yeah, I'm going to assume some intentional malice there.
Yeah.
It might not have been premeditated.
No, exactly.
But
Tuesday would take a drastic turn.
They're going off of one angle.
Alayla visibly emotional
The clear
because
one?
of this video from the meet. This was a
Okay,
4x200 meter relay race, and she and a Brookville High School athlete were rounding a curve on the track when they nearly collided with each other.
Okay, I thought.
What happened?
someone broke the rules.
Somebody broke the rules really bad and hit somebody else in the head.
Oh, she's 18.
Yep.
Oh,
and a
that's
Brookville High School athlete were rounding a curve on the track when they nearly
let's see what
collided with each other.
After a couple shots hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit.
It appears intentional.
That is ridiculous.
That's clearly intentional.
Absolutely ridiculous.
But Alayla says it was accidental.
But I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. I didn't have to see your first video, second video, 10th video. I know 100%.
What someone
she won't do
that
to nobody.
Her parents outraged at
that's something someone that would hit someone intentional would say.
the backlash. The IC Welcome Relay team was disqualified.
So regardless of the video evidence on the contrary, and we're going to get into some more angles in a moment here, but regardless of the video evidence to the contrary, she knows 100%, she's certain that this was not intentional, that her daughter would never do this. I beg to defer, but again.
I mean, and then to He
Nobody
applauded.
else wanted to hear my story except for people that know me and people that know I would never do anything like that. I would never harm anybody. I'm not a fighter. I'm not even confrontation. I wouldn't even do that on purpose. And I thank y'all for believing in me. And
So clearly she doesn't have legal counsel yet.
This is where we are, folks. This is where society is right now.
Well, she's unrepresented at this point because there's no way a lawyer would allow her to go make these public statements.
You can hit somebody in the head with a metal baton running a race and then complain about everybody else calling you out for it.
Right. Don't you have to run in your own lane on a relay?
Oh, yeah.
But apparently not there.
Well, no, not necessarily. I know you
because you got to be able to hand off your baton.
Yeah, well,
in your lane.
When you get there, but then you can go back and forth. You can go to the inside.
But
you can go to the inside.
I imagine
around the track. It depends on the relay too. If you're doing
I imagine
an
the
entire
anchor
lap,
could. Yeah.
No, if you're doing an entire lap, you can go to the inside and then.
But then I have to go back to lane 8 to hand off.
Yeah, it's still going to be quicker. It's still going to be quicker on the inside. Yeah.
Well, sure, but that they also stagger them.
Yeah, I get it, but the longer relays, you don't have to be on your lane.
Okay.
I don't think. I'm not a runner. I don't run. I've never run track, so maybe. Oh, anyway, I thought that was just stupid. I thought that was absolutely stupid.
Yeah, that's.
You know what else is stupid? Texas decided that. Oh, Benji, by the way, how much do you think that Tom Hanks got for Forrest Gump? What is your guess of how much Tom Hanks made for Forrest Gump? Now so let's take into consideration the other ones that we saw, the $100 million ones and whatever, and the size of the movie that Forrest Gump was. How much do you think Tom Hanks made for Forrest Gump?
You're making it sound like it wasn't that big of a number.
Tell me what you think.
245.
No, come on.
If $150 million.
No, it wasn't. It's below Tom Hanks, or it's below the Tom Cruise and the other ones that you looked up. So it's below that. It's somewhere in between, 0 and 100. 60 to 65 million.
I'm close, 50 million.
Yeah, you were pretty close.
No, I'm not searching up now. I'm searching up something different.
I saw a hilarious quote with Harrison Ford in an interview, and they asked about, don't you ever feel, like a fool or something, acting this role or doing this in a scene? And he's like, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but that's what they pay you all the money for.
Yep. So another silly thing I saw. This is Grace Price. She's 19-year-old. Is an
investigative journalist. I'm sure she's got a very fine journalism degree from a well-established school.
Maybe, I don't know. She's in Texas. She especially writes about America's food and
metabolic health.
Let's make youth healthy again. So the other day she went and she testified in Texas because Texas decided to propose a bill to take off sugary sweets.
The New York thing.
Finally.
Hang on. So they're going to remove that from the welfare benefit. So if you are on food assistance, you can't buy sodas or candy or sugary
Fair enough.
stuff, right? So they said that. Guess who showed up to testify against that bill?
This girl?
The American Heart Association disagrees with a bill for people to not be able to buy candy and sodas on SNAP benefits. The American Heart Association.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I testified at the
late.
Texas State Capitol for SB 379. SB 379 is a necessary step to align SNAP with its mission, which aims to eliminate cookies, soda, and candy from purchasing items under.
Now, I am not. I am drinking a Pepsi. It has sugar in it. Michael, you're probably drinking a Dr. Pepper.
You are not taking caffeine from me.
I'm the only one that's eating healthy because I have fake bars.
You can have the cigarettes. You got the alcohol. Not that I, quit drinking. I just ran out of time to go drinking. But you are not taking caffeine from me.
Okay.
Ever.
Or your sugar, because you.
Well, the sugar mixes with the caffeine.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. So just to say, I'm not disparaging anybody that actually drinks soda. I don't know if I'm for or against this thing. I don't know. I think it can. I don't know that the government needs to be that far into it. I mean, yes, the government is giving you the money for it, but I don't know that they need to be that far up your butt. Right.
Right.
I mean, so I don't know how I come down on this. I do know that it's not healthy. So
Under the food stamp program, you will not believe who actually showed up in opposition to this bill.
I'm Alec Puente, and I'm the Director of Government Relations for the American Heart Association. I'm here to testify
that's just that. What?
Today in opposition to Senate Bill 379.
The American Heart Association. And I was not the only one who was surprised by this.
This is surprising, right? Isn't it surprising that
I am curious what their arguments were.
That they actually showed up? Let's see.
The surprise of the session so far.
Here's what the American Heart Association representative had to say.
The Heart Association is concerned about potential impacts of this bill on participation and population health. We get into the other issues of how exactly we define a lot of these things.
Here's what I was arguing.
Didn't sound like he had that much of an argument against it.
Wait. Can I get it? Let me get this straight. The Health Association, the people that want the people to be healthy in Texas, what I've heard on the internet, I don't know if it's true or not, but it might be the state with the most obese people in Texas, and one of the cities. Says that I'm testifying against the bill that ban all not healthy food.
Yeah. The Heart Association, so the people that want your heart to be healthy.
Yeah, they want to ban comfort foods, basically.
Basically.
For in my testimony for the bill. America has an obesity crisis, and products like soda and candy funded by SNAP are making it worse. In 2014.
Now, I do agree with that. I do agree. It probably does not help, but we're also, like I said, the government doesn't necessarily need to be that far into your life.
We stood up against addictive products and SNAP by removing tobacco and alcohol. Now, a decade later,
I don't agree with that either. Let them smoke, let them drink.
It is time we do the same for candy and
people
soda.
do drugs for medicine.
Get off whatever. No,
And I'm all for that, assuming you're not getting, government benefits. We as taxpayers shouldn't pay for someone else's smoking or drinking habit. And coincide that, assuming you're on food stamps, I could also assume you're on government paid for insurance.
Okay. Yeah.
And with that, if I'm paying for someone else's health insurance, I want those people to be as healthy as frickin' possible.
Yeah, no, I got you. But most of the time, if
soda.
I mean, I don't know.
Although this shouldn't come as a huge surprise when we look at who the American Heart Association has accepted.
So this is the crux of the problem right here.
The turn.
This is where we're getting to the crux of the problem right here.
Donations from in the past, which is largely big pharmaceutical companies.
We have Merck for Mothers, Mother Cabrina Health Foundation, the NFL Foundation, Pharmaceuticals, Nova Nordisk, which is a pharmaceutical company, Penn Medicine, Pfizer, and Pepsi. Pepsi, of course, is on that list. The Pepsi company, PepsiCo, whatever their company is now.
Yeah.
And even big food companies like Kellogg.
Yep. Campbell's, Kellogg's, PepsiCo, Liberty, Subway, they're all paying the American Heart Association too.
Kellogg's and Pepsi. Thank you to Senator Kolkhorst for actually calling him out.
I would encourage you to look at what it It restricts.
This
Kind of sounds a little incredulous, which I would think, I would
I'd say
probably be
frustrated.
too. Yeah, no, that's probably
is why
pretty-
we need the
Yes, Benjamin.
After this, I have some bad news. This is our last
Okay.
story of the day.
No.
Make America
Okay, after
Healthy
the
Again
last story of the
movement
day, I have some
now
bad news.
more than
Okay.
I will keep you guys
Pretty sad.
updated on
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see what happens there. I just thought that blew me away when I saw that. The American Heart Association. Actually, so okay. You're against the American Heart Association went to a forum and actually got in front of a forum, talk about being against the bill. Not just did it in silence, not just
They
did
didn't
it
tweet
over
about
here.
it. Yeah.
They actually went and
Got up and
testified against a bill.
I wonder if they were subpoenaed.
Oh yeah. That's right. Nova Nordisk, they make Ozempic. So why would they want to stop people from getting exactly? Ozempic is on the short list for getting approved for treating obesity, which costs billions and maybe $1 trillion if it's, if it has to be paid for by Medicaid. Got that to look forward to.
I hate the world and I want to light it on fire.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, so what were you saying? What's your bad news?
This is pretty sad. I just found out about this. I got a cease and desist letter from the President Donald Trump. Said that we cannot have our show anymore because it's too offensive towards Americans. Because we're talking about how the governments are lying to us. It's too offensive.
I think that's how it works, huh? Benjamin, what were you doing in 1930?
I wasn't alive.
Michael, what were you doing in 1930?
Sleeping. Taking a nap.
Me too, because I was dead.
Right.
Well, the folks in Indiana were moving a building.
Right. Oh yeah, I love this. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
The side was getting too much sun and they had to move it.
Well, so actually they wanted to the headquarters wasn't big enough. They wanted to build a new one or at least expand it. But what they realized is they couldn't cut this down because this was the phone company, Benjamin.
Oh.
So this building contained the phone company, which means if they tore this building down, they would disrupt a lot of people in Indiana, would have no phones for a long time. And in 1930, that was a big deal. So they decided to move the entire building and build it. So you see how this goes like this back and forth. It didn't really go that. They basically if you look down below, you see there's logs. They actually disconnected stuff, connected up the utilities temporarily. And over the course of this explains it down here. It was an 8-story building. It was moved using a system of jacks and rollers with workers manually adjusting the structure's position. So they did this. There was no cranes or anything that you could do to do this. They just rolled it on logs, basically. So I thought that was pretty damn cool. And they didn't interrupt the heat or the sewage or anything.
Well, you didn't see there was a video to go with Donald Trump telling us we have to take down our show if you want to see it.
There's not.
If there is.
No, there's not.
So, I am Donald Trump. I will officially ban. I am signing a bill. Mistakes were made by Robbie, Michael, Benjamin, Jody, and all the other actors shall be banned.
Wait, Ben.
What?
Hold it up. Hold up the thing you got there. Now look. Nope. Put it in the camera. Okay, so now look at the head. Oh no, put the head back on. Now look at that head. Turn the head towards you and look at it. Tell me, who is that?
I know it's Joe Biden.
Oh, okay. So is he going to sign his auto pen? Is that what's going to happen?
We don't want to talk.
I can't believe that came out. I mean, I kind of knew it you know, that he probably had no idea what he was signing, but I figured he was actually at least signing them.
Oh my gosh, no, dude. There's
I
it's
mean,
coming. It's
this
getting
stuff didn't even have
worse.
to cross his desk.
It's getting worse. It is
Oh.
getting worse.
He could
There
say-
was somebody that was saying that there was one particular aide that they're not saying who this aide was, but people were afraid of this aide, and people were saying that, you know, they would just basically come and say, well, you know, this is what the president said and this is what's going to happen.
Right.
Nobody would buck this aide. No, and so they did, and people were skeptical that this person was actually really
Doing the Lady Roosevelt thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I mean, it's obvious, dude. It's obvious what was going on. It's so.
You know, back to the Indiana building being moved in the 30s.
Yes. Yep.
I think of Abu Simbel in India was in the 60s when they moved the temple. I think that building moving is more impressive.
No, exactly. So yeah, some of the tidbits.
I mean, they moved that building intact.
You could still enter and exit the building, so they did an entryway that moved with it, right? So, and a special curved sidewalk, which you can see right there. You know that you got the curved sidewalk right there, and then the little entry.
I love that song.
Although they did completely relocate that temple.
Oh yeah,
and it was thousands of years old.
Yep. Because they thought they needed a bigger headquarters, but if they planned to demolish it, they would it would have interrupted the phone service.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They lifted the whole building with steam-powered hydraulic lifts, then set it on enormous pine logs. It was moved by a hand-operated jacks, which pushed it over the 3/8 inch, which pushed it over the logs 3/8 of an inch at a time.
This is like in the middle of the Great Depression.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. Once the building rolled far enough forward, the last log would be moved to the front. And yeah. Then it was finally demolished in 1963. That sucks that they had to demolish it.
We didn't finish the Donald Trump speech.
That's
also,
fine, buddy.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We did. And that's not.
You're like going out to roadkill and just stabbing
He
it.
wore a mask. He wore a mask because he didn't want to get assassinated.
Stop it. Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to find that thing about the aide because it was
that's just bizarre.
It was somebody that like you did just basically they said you didn't mess with this aide. You didn't mess with them.
I remember hearing this interview with Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House.
Oh yeah,
you know, he's trying to get on, you know, the president's calendar. Sorry, he's just too busy. He doesn't have time for you. It's like, I'm second in line for the president. He has time for me.
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly. I gotta find this now. I just gotta do it. Let me see. Biden aid. Maybe Biden aid it'll come up. I mean, it's getting a little more, you know, it's you gotta find this freaking. Okay, here was, yes. This is from the Oversight Project. I finally found it. Bombshell reporting from the New York Post confirms key portions of growing auto pin scandal. I guess I could have looked at the Post story. But the Biden aide who did not respond to requests for comments would frequently make mention of what the boss wanted, the source said, but compatriots would have no idea if it was true because the internal culture was to not ask questions. Feared no one as much as I feared that staffer. To me, the staffer basically was the president. No one ever questioned the staffer, period.
So we're not even getting gender on that staffer yet.
Everyone was suspicious of this individual exceeding their authority when claiming to speak for the president, the source said, but no one would actually say it. I think the aide was using the auto pen as standard and past protocol. there was no clarity as who actually approved what. So, I mean, whatever you want to say, there is absolutely no doubt who is in charge right now, who is making the decisions on what to
Right.
sign. There's absolutely 100% no doubt. Love it, hate it, whatever. There is no ambiguity as to what's going on.
Yeah. 6 months ago, however.
Yep. Oh, I know exactly. 6 months ago, we were in a very different state of affairs.
Hey, that just
What happened 6 months ago?
someone else is president.
Yeah, that guy that you're holding on the thing there.
It's not Donald Trump, okay?
Yes.
That's
Yeah, I
when
know.
they start talking about it. Why are you bringing it up?
Still holding it.
It's not him anymore. He got
Oh.
the
Never was.
Yeah, it
okay.
was always Joe Biden. But it was originally my voodoo doll.
Why you have a voodoo doll?
Why not?
I
guess
believe
that's a-
in that junk.
I believe in that.
Yeah, I
junk.
believe in that junk.
I believe in that junk.
Junk
Otherwise,
science.
I believe
That
in
stuff
stupid
is a
stuff
junk.
like that. You see there? That's my hair. That black stuff, that's my hair.
Then that makes that your voodoo doll.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's supposed
that's
to be-
you.
So I wouldn't go stabbing that or
Hey,
nothing.
let me see it.
Dude, be careful with it. It's delicate to the family history of America.
Right,
Probably.
let's see. This is the Benji voodoo doll right here.
Be careful.
That hurt. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Do you feel that?
Stop!
What movie was that? Was it Creep Show?
That's kind of a. Where did you get that?
I believe it's a dancer's model.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is in a classroom, dude.
No, I'm doing voodoo doll tricks.
are you really? Okay.
Okay.
So, some of the things that we were supposed to spend money on. This first one caught my eye because of your Navy history, but
But yeah, I don't like the way that's worded.
we were allotted there was $12 billion allocated for submarines. And
Now
we didn't
it's
build one
except
submarine.
that's so misleading because were we actually allocated $12 billion for new sub construction or submarine modernization or upkeep of already commissioned submarines?
Right.
It
The
doesn't
second
actually say new sub construction.
Okay, the second one though, you can't deny that this was stupid.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's try and look that
And
up.
I don't like that we're not given the time frame.
Right.
$12 billion over 10 years for new sub construction.
Yep. See if we can find anything. The new. Well, let's see. New U.S. subs running 17 billion over budget. This was just from September. So 12 billion wasn't even a freaking.
Yeah, but the 12 billion is the same. You're going to get your new nuclear sub.
Yeah, I would think that would be like one sub, right? The Navy's new Virginia class submarines are projected to run 17 billion over their planned budget through 2030. Clear that the Navy and shipbuilders have known about the shortfall for at least 18. They knew about it for 18 months, but they just told Congress 2 weeks ago, and this was in September.
Yeah.
17 billion shortfall will increase the program's projected $184 billion total cost. So, oh my goodness. Unfathomable amounts of money.
Well, yeah, And
overall, delivery dates for Virginia class subs are running an estimated 24. Okay, so how many were they supposed to build with all that money?
That
like how many was that supposed to get us?
Well, they can say that they're planning on this sub's going to replace, say, the Los Angeles fleet, the Los Angeles class submarine. But they said that about the Seawolf submarine, and they were supposed to make, like 70, like we have 70 Los Angeles, whatever. They made 3 and canceled the Seawolf class.
Right.
So, yeah, the times change too much these days for the mission that, the submarine or any ship for that matter gets designed for. When I was on the Kitty Hawk, it's a 50-year-old aircraft carrier that was designed with operations off the coast of Russia in mind when it was made. Except there we are in the Arabian Gulf in the summer. A ship ship designed for Northern Atlantic or Northern Pacific.
Yeah. So there's a plan to build 66 Virginia class subs.
Yeah.
They have the current goal is to have 66. Through 2024, the U.S. has procured 40 of those. And they plan to add 2 to 3 more to its fleet until 2043. So a lot of boats.
They actually already have 40 Virginia class?
It's what it says. I don't know.
Or is that 40?
Maybe there are 40 that
under
are
construction?
Yeah, exactly. How many Virginia class submarines are there? Let's see. As of March 14th, 2025, the U.S. Navy has commissioned 24 Virginia class submarines. So they've got 40 of them.
Yeah.
They have procured 40 of them through 2024.
How many of Los Angeles are still on the record?
Class submarines are still in service. As of March 14th, 2025, 24 Los Angeles class are still in service.
I imagine probably all 688Is as well.
Improved 688I,
688I. The unique thing about the 688I, and this was like a big change in nuclear submarines, and see if you could pull up a picture or two and tell the difference, the biggest difference.
Okay.
From a 688 and a 688I.
Okay, let's see. Eight versus let's see. Wow. Doesn't really.
Well, if you see what's missing on the 688I. I know you probably can't tell one from the other, but
things he's on the top.
The sailplanes. Every submarine before then, the Sturgis class, every other submarine had the planes on the sail, the wings, what have you.
On the side or where?
It's sticking out of the conning tower.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Go to the third row.
I can't hear you.
Middle one.
Talk in your mic.
The third row pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, the wings.
Yeah, the sailplanes.
Oh, the wings. Okay.
And the 688I doesn't have them, and that was like a major change in just submarines. When they first came out, we're like, did they finish building it? Because you just didn't have. You just did not have submarines without them.
Right.
Right. Ever since, we haven't had submarines with them ever since.
Huh.
Oh, when you're coming out of the water, if you do what they call a broach, you're at periscope depth. You're supposed to stay with just the periscope sticking out of the water.
Yep.
But if the guy loses his bubble and we, get to, our depth raises too much, and when those sailplanes come out of the water, it just makes this loud boom. You just hear it through the whole ship. And then someone throws a fit and they go down.
Sorry.
Was that our last story of the day?
Doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be.
I want to get to the ending.
Want to sign off?
What is the ending?
You know
I haven't I haven't got a new ending yet. I never found a new ending, so we might have to go with vegan again.
No, find a different vegan teacher clip.
Or
okay.
See if you can find my video.
Oh, that's right. We can end with your video, can't we? Okay.
No, why can't we get the video where she called out Mr. Beast? That's
I do
funny.
not want to. No, I do not want to watch that lady. That lady is not in.
It's creepy.
That little bit of that lady that's on the vegan video. That's as much as I want to hear of that woman.
Yeah,
I do not want to hear.
And
anything
apparently,
else.
she's somewhat.
Even you said you don't like her, Ben.
No, because she made her dog vegan.
Made her dog vegan?
Yeah, she doesn't
Oh,
like.
I don't like her either now.
And she called out Mr.
All right.
Beast because he donated food to a charity that wasn't vegan. He also
Really?
Yeah, he even called out. She called out several people.
I just want to get someone like this lady and just put her in front of a mirror and point out you have incisors. Your eyes are face in front because you're a predator.
How is she a predator?
It's just because it's like
She said something stupid.
No, she's a predator because your eyes are facing forward, so you look at your target versus something like a deer that's usually prey, so their eyes are on the side of their head, so they can look around and see everything around them. It's kind of like what's important to you. For the deer, it'd be survival. For the tiger, it'd be dinner.
No doubt. So what? You want to know something really silly?
What?
I discovered that yesterday there is a little tiny village way up on the Chukchi Sea. Right? Here's the Chukchi Sea between the United States and Russia, right? And on there is a tiny little village called Point Lay.
Yes.
And there are about 330 people, I think, in
Big
Point
bustling
Lay.
metropolis.
Right, let's see. Yep, the population at the 2020 census, the population of Point Lay was 330 people.
All fishermen.
But guess what?
What?
Point Lay has got Street View from Google.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Where are all the trees?
There are none.
True.
So Benji, this is Point Lay up on the Chukchi Sea in Alaska.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's Alaska?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That kind of looks like
is the
Seward.
tundra.
It kind of looks like Seward. I just didn't like it at first. It looked all run down, but then now it looks cool, I guess.
It doesn't look run down at all. It's very
Doesn't look
modern.
right down at all, yeah.
Oh, look at the color of that building. Go back real quick.
See, look here. See where that's at in Alaska? It's right there.
Can we go there, Dad?
No, we have no reason to go visit.
I have
I
no
want to
reason
go
to
there.
It's probably a dry town.
Definitely a dry town.
Well, you guys don't know this, but my little brother, Billy, he's actually not my brother related by blood.
Why are the houses on stilts?
He lives there.
Look at the water.
He lives at Cal School Playground. He lives at that playground.
There's right by the sea.
Well, yeah, I guess, but does the tide come up that much?
No, but look, dude, look at this marsh. It's all marsh.
Okay.
You want to know something cool about my brother that's not related by blood?
Yeah.
He lives
right
here.
there.
Yeah.
Like this house is on stilts, but look at what's next to it and underneath it. I mean,
Yeah, so they probably do have to deal with some tide.
They've
and
got
what
to
have
deal
you.
with some tide. They got to deal with water.
I mean, they don't have to deal with hurricanes or nothing, but
imagine trying to change that pole out.
yeah,
that is one in the marsh pole right there.
or having to, what is it? The 5G towers.
Yeah.
I'd have to pile drive.
So
those down.
they did it on the side. They put the camera on a side by side, basically a Polaris side by side.
Nice.
And it looks
Was
like
it a self-driving Polaris?
No, that would be Aztec's the local telephone company, or the Arctic Slope telephone company. So like that was one of
That
their
is
vehicles.
wild.
But yeah, I discovered this yesterday and I went, holy crap, there's actually Street View. And then they didn't, but they usually like blur people's faces out.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I guess not.
Google
always,
Street View
but-
has caught some weird stuff in the past.
Oh, it has. People like to set up and like fake it out too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll set up murder scenes and whatnot.
Since I have a
Really
flat
funny.
roof house, I've thought about doing like some sort of spell out or something on top of my house.
Yeah.
Just to see if I'll later see it on Google. I mean, I haven't yet.
Bye.
But then I also got to think of what I want to say.
What?
Bye.
Where are you going?
I don't want to be able to say anymore.
Yeah,
He's a
you
quitter.
do. You got to stay till the end. Duck
It's past my bedtime.
is not past your.
My bedtime's at 7 o'clock. You know this, Dad, right?
Yeah, I also know you
What?
never mind me on it.
Bedtime's not 7 o'clock.
That's
should be.
showing
That your bedtime is 7.
my bedtime. I try to make it my bedtime.
I know you haven't done your homework yet.
11 o'clock. Rob, have you done your schoolwork you haven't done yet? Did you ever do your homework in 3rd grade?
I did my homework in 3rd grade.
Did you do your homework
I
in
didn't stop doing my
spring-
homework until like 5th grade. And then I just decided I didn't want to do homework.
spring break? Did you do your homework in spring break?
There's usually no homework over spring break.
What did you just call me, Benji of the Benji Knolls?
Benji of the Benjinauts.
Benjinauts.
Yep.
Thank you. You did not say Benji of the Benji's nuts.
Benji of the Benji nuts.
Stop! Of Benji's nuts, not of the Benji nuts.
Benjinauts.
Not.
Benji not.
All right, I'm leaving because you just brought it back. I'm possessing you with my voodoo doll. You know what I mean by that, right?
That you're a Benji nut? Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Joe Biden's coming for you, Robbie Dow. Coming.
Oh boy. With his Benji nuts?
No. Joe Biden would be in jail. That reminds me, I saw a video where they said like there was like an actual predator in Ohio, and they actually deadly showed a picture. And it was an elderly man. They accidentally showed a picture of Joe Biden instead of the elderly man. They actually did that. Oh, the wrong photo of Joe.
Where was so that was on the Rethink thing, right? That was on Rethink.
Yeah.
Michael?
You use
Yes.
Discord?
All right. Yeah, I use Discord.
I don't know.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, who
Me?
doesn't use Discord?
You don't use Discord.
I don't
I
have a
use-
need. No, I'm not the type.
Can I use Discord, Dad?
For what?
Cool
If
stuff.
if you had a reason to use Discord, I don't see why your father would not let you use Discord.
Just so I can be a troll and ban everyone.
Well, I think you're already there.
Well, yeah, the troll part is correct, but
I'm not a troll.
you're not.
Oh,
That's not
I
what
think
I
the proper term's
heard.
dwarf.
That's
Not a
not what I
dwarf.
heard. I heard something different. Somebody, this little birdie told me that Benji is like the troll of all the trolls. So maybe it's a
no,
good
the
thing
troll
you
of all trolls is V for Vendetta Fox man.
what?
V for Vendetta Fox man.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for singing your
Guy
again.
Fawkes.
Thought it was me.
No, it is you. You're them. That's your
Ah.
stage name when you had a stage name. When you had a stage name, that was your stage name.
Ah, I gotcha.
Before you changed it to your actual name.
All right,
Your current
folks.
one.
Benji's getting tired. He's getting cranky. So we're gonna have to get old cranky Benji nuts, Benji of the Benji nuts out of here. Benji's got to take his Benji nuts to bed soon.
I had to wash them too.
That was actually pretty funny, Benji. That was
You're walking
actually
home. You know that.
But as we roll out of here on this wonderful Friday night, we shall leave you with the stylings of TMI. Cat said TMI.
What TMI mean?
Too much information.
Too much information. More like too much information for Benjamin.
In other words, keep that to yourself next time.
Yeah. All right.
Go wash.
Say good night there, Benji.
Everyone dies. Good night, everyone.
Goodbye. Everybody. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Oh.
And I'm here to offer you the best deal ever. What do you think? Hey, Carmine. What have we got there? Maltese Falcon. You know, I think I'm going to pass. I guess first, if we're following Maltese Falcon lore, that item's stolen, and I wouldn't want to get caught with it. But also with Maltese Falcon lore, it was really MacGuffin, and ultimately not important to the whole story. Are you sure you want to pass this up? It's made out of 100% of pure Maltese. Wait. I'm sorry, is it your understanding that Maltese is some sort of like rare earth element? Well, yeah, that's why they call it the Maltese Falcon. You don't think it's called that because the Maltese Falcon originated in Malta? What's Malta, the mine they dug it out of? It's an island nation in the Mediterranean. You know how, like, champagne's from a town in France called Champagne? By your logic, grenades are from Grenada. Give me that. Well, they are from Grenada, but that's not why they're called that. It's because they're made out of 100% pure grenadese.